Hey guys, I am doing another Pro Tools video, and this one I'm gonna talk about how you set up your mix after you're all done recording. So right now I just got a drum kit, spin recorded, and a bass and 2 electric guitars. And the way I did this was they all played at once, played together, and just took a couple takes. So you got all these tracks already recorded, levels are all nice. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to explain as I go how I set this up after I'm done recording. So first thing, I throw auxes, stereo auxes, after every single instrument on the drum kit. And always make sure to label everything. So I have 3 mics all recording the drum, or the kick drum. So I'm going to have these guys just go out a bus, and they're going to go out bus 5 and 6, and I'll explain why they're not going out 1 through 4 right now. Bus 1 and 2 are going to be for our master aux, and bus 3 and 4 are going to be for our drum aux, and you'll see how that works in a little bit. So we have the input on this kick aux, these 3 different mics recording the kick. So we're going to rename those kick. So then I'm going to do the same thing for the snare. Label it snare. So I'm going to do this after every single instrument on the drum kit. So we'll just go through that real quick and you can watch. And so for this hi-hat, there's only 1 microphone recording it, but I still want to put an aux after it because these auxes have multiple purposes, and one of the purposes is for monitoring, and I want to be able to just visually see how this hi-hat looks. So even if it's one microphone and 1 instrument, still put an aux after it. And I'm not going to worry about the bass and electric guitar for now. It's the same concept. So after that, you're going to want to throw another aux at the very end of the drum kit. And you throw another aux on the end of all the guitars and all the basses and all that, and so on. So this aux is going to be for the overall drum kit. So I'm going to just call it drums. And we have the input, bus 3, 4. So then we're gonna go and take every aux that you have, and it's gonna go to the drum aux. Awesome. So, and then at the beginning of every single mixing session I throw stereo aux on there, and I title it master aux. This master aux is going to monitor everything that is going on in the whole song. So everything in every mix I do is going to be going to this one stereo aux track. So we're going to have the input be bus 1 and 2, and I choose bus 1 and 2 because many things are going to be going to it, so it's right at the top, pretty convenient. So we're going to title that master aux. So we're going to have this drum track, this drum aux right here. The output we're going to send to the master aux. And then in addition to the beginning of every mixing session I do, I put on master fader, and I have that monitoring 1 and 2. So my master aux is going to monitor what's coming in, and my master fader is going to monitor what's going out. Very important. Alright, so we got all our tracks made. So next thing I like to do is go through and solo safe every stereo aux that I made for these drums. And if you don't know what solo safe is, I will quickly explain it. It's pretty simple. And keep in mind I also solo safe the master aux. Very important, or else you're not going to hear anything. So when you solo something, everything gets muted. So say this wasn't solo safe, so it looks like this. You have this going out and coming in here, going to here, but this is muted. So by solo safing, when you solo something, it's not going to get muted. So therefore, the digital signal can get passed through this track, and then it goes to the drum track over here, and this is not muted, so it can go through here and then go to the master aux, and then go out to the left right. So that's what solo safe is, and it's very important that you solo safe every single stereo aux track that you've made, and including the master aux track. Okay, and so then next thing to do is just quickly do a quick panning so I can get a better stereo image. Something like that. Oh, and I'll do drummer's perspective, so I'll put the hat a little bit over on the left. Awesome. So you're going to use these stereo auxes for mostly monitoring and keeping a good level. So these are going to show you, so you can visually see the level of the different microphones recording the single source. Because I have 3 microphones just recording the one kick drum, but I want to see what the level is of all those put together. So you can see here, let me find a good spot to play. Right. So if I take one thing down, you're going to see there's nothing going to this aux. So when you're mixing, just bring up your faders from negative infinity. Most people do that. Some people kind of just play with them as they're listening through the song and find something good. And when you're mixing, you want to make sure your overall mix, so what you're looking at over here, is not too high. So if you were to set all these to unity and say it sounds pretty good the way it is, maybe make a little tiny bit of volume adjustments here and there, and so it's gonna look like this. You're thinking, oh, it's you bring it down a little bit because it clipped. Just bring it down a little bit, and you think, oh, it looks good because it didn't clip. You don't want to be just under the clipping point. You want to be, I would say, about -10 dBFS, and this is very important because even if you're not clipping, it's really important. You want to make sure your level is in that range, because when you get to the mastering process, it's going to be important that it is at that level instead of barely under clipping. So keep that in mind. And if it's at this level and it's not that easy to hear, and you think by just turning all this stuff up just so you can hear it is better, it's not. If it's that quiet, just turn your speakers up, turn your amplifier up, whatever you're using. So that about does it for this video. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message or leave a comment. I'll get back to you really soon. And if you have any suggestions or anything like that about you want me to do another video, just let me know. Be happy to show you guys anything you want to know. So I hope you enjoyed this one. See you guys later.